regarding this is you look for an email from me. We should be writing this in our math notes because the announcements are really important this time, especially this time. So look for email Mr. C for calendar invite. Calendar invite. Basically, it's going to ask you to accept. Okay, so you're going to look for that and accept. Accept the invite. What's going to happen is the schedule is linked inside of the calendar event that's called something like 5th grade virtual schedule. And so by clicking accept, you're going to see that that event. It's going to be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so all you got to do is open your calendar, and you can access your calendar. Remember, you can always access calendar on Google Classroom Math. In G-Class Math. You'll always be able to see your calendar there. Okay? And remember, just by clicking on the three little lines that are on the upper left-hand corner, that's when you access your calendar. I think everybody knows how to do that. So I built in some redundancies to make sure that you really can't miss it. As long as you go to that email and you accept the calendar invite. Do you guys have any questions on that? That was a big one. Okay, what's your question, Kieran? Okay, so when you open the two calendar invites, Kieran, go to I think it's in the bottom, and you just want to click accept. It's somewhere it says accept. And when you do that, and make sure that the calendar invite is labeled something like, 5th grade schedule or 5th grade virtual schedule. Great. When you click on accept, all that does is that now it appears on your calendar for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. Okay, so look around a little bit. It's yes. Right, thank you for that. It's yes. And Kieran, what you want to do is just take your time. So sometimes it's hard when you're looking really quickly. And if you still can't find it after this class is over, then go ahead and email me back, and I'll try and resend it to you. Okay? Okay, click yes both times. Or that's fine. No big deal. It doesn't undo it or anything like that. And everybody, what you're looking for is in the body of that calendar. When you open that event up, you're going to see something that says like, I forget how I wrote it, but it was something like click here for schedule or for 5th grade virtual schedule or something. And when you click on that, when you click on there, it'll go ahead and it'll take you to the new 5th grade virtual schedule while we're talking about this, because this is really important, because this is a big deal. It's going to give you more structure, right? While we're talking about this, some of your 5th grade teachers are still making some tweaks. They want to make sure that they have created the perfect system, right? To use a Tron Legacy quote. And so they're going to keep on tweaking and going in. So don't worry too much about that. We'll use our first name sometimes, like, hey, Chris, which is my first name. Did you remember to put this part in? I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, Josiane. Okay, so don't worry about that. Just focus on the schedule and you'll be okay. All right, any other questions? Oh, good question. I've built in the schedule in another location, and you're right. It's in the Google Classroom class of 2023. You will find it there as well. If you click under, here's where it gets tricky for me in my brain. You'll find it there. You'll find it for sure. Okay, Iris, what's your question? That's all that it is. It's just a doc. So the best way of making sure the doc was visible to all you all was to put it in a calendar event, right? And it's showing up every day. Yeah. So you'll see it on the top of your calendar whenever you open up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or whatever you guys. Yeah. Okay. So I'm checking my calendar right now. I just want to make sure that we're doing okay on time. Math 5A. And we have 9:15. Moderators, can you let me know like 5 minutes before or 3 minutes before the class is over? It's going to be at 9:12. You can let me know at 9:12. All right, great. All right, everybody. So I think we're good with the fifth grade virtual schedule. I'm glad we spent time on it because it's fun. It's a big deal. It's going to be important for us. The other thing I've been noticing, this is another update, and I know it's not technically math, but it's still important, is marking assignments on Google Classroom as done. Okay, Google Classroom assignments. This is number 2 on our announcements. Yeah. So marking Google Classroom assignments as done. What do you mean by that, Mr. C? Well, you know how sometimes the Bears layer is not connected to Google Classroom in any real way? And so sometimes we'll just say, we'll mark and we'll create an assignment, but the assignment will be more of a reminder, or it'll be something that doesn't update once you complete it, and once your teacher puts in a grade on Google on the Bears layer. So it'll stay like it wasn't completed. So you have to manually, here's where I'm going with all this, manually mark it as done. Manually mark as done. So that's when you basically mark the assignment done. You've all like done this before, or a lot of you have, where you're just like, Mr. C, I completed this assignment. You just mark it as done in Google Classroom. I say, yeah, if you did it, you just mark it done. Okay. So that's something that has been coming up a lot, and I want to make sure that you all know that you have permission to do if you have turned in something and you know it's turned in. So it doesn't keep on bothering you because I can't necessarily go in and mark as done. You have to do it. Okay, so any questions on that part? Okay, it looks like we're okay with that. Here's another thing. This relates to this new announcement. It relates directly to science. Okay. So, what's going to happen for science is you all have under Seesaw. They spell Seesaw with like everything capital here. Under Seesaw, you've turned in pictures and documentation for our winter project, right? What we're calling the fifth grade learning showcase. Okay, so you go to Seesaw, you go to science, there or yeah, the science folder in Seesaw, and you're gonna go ahead and there's gonna be like a little icon that looks like a little world under things that you've posted, and you're gonna click on that to add to the class blog on Seesaw. Great. Yeah, no worries. I can definitely repeat. So what I said was, for science, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going into the Seesaw app, and we're going to be looking at things that we've shared for science regarding the fifth grade learning showcase. Remember, this is our winter problem. Okay, Josh, give me 1 second. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for things that we've shared, and we're going to click on this little world, and that icon is going to allow us to add to the blog that I just finished creating for Seesaw. It's a Seesaw blog for 5A science. Yeah, you select everything you want to share, or basically everything that you've done for science in terms of the winter project, okay? This is the winter project where the book that you read, what you were making, all that documentation, okay? So, not sure who's talking, but we would definitely need to mute. Okay, so everybody, so go ahead and do that. I'm going to be sending out, I'm going to be putting an assignment on Google Classroom Science soon. And try and do it as soon as you can, because if we all turn that in, the blog will go live on Thursday. Okay, and that blog will be the digital version of the 5th grade learning showcase. And I know that your projects aren't complete, but the community wants to see what you've done so far, because you've done some really good work. I was really impressed, and so was Ms. Ellerson. Do you all have any other questions? And again, I'll explain a little bit better later on. I'm going to make a note right now about that to explain, or to post it on Google Classroom. Post on G-Class. Okay, last but not least. Oh, okay. Josh, what's your question? Yeah, that's great. That's great, yeah. Yeah, you're being asked to check the Bears layer first and all that, but really, to be really honest with you all, most teachers are posting on Google Classroom your assignments. If you check both, that's going to be the way to go. So check the Bears layer, and then go to Google Classroom. For math and for science, the Bears layer will be there, and it'll direct you to Google Classroom assignments directly. So, Josh, you're on the right track. You're doing great. Okay, Nora, what's up? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. You don't see the world icon? Wait, let me do it now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you click on the world icon, it should say something like share to, or blog, or something like that. Um, so if you want, Nora, if you want, you can present. You want to try presenting to show me what you're doing? That's only if you want to, okay? So that if a student does it, it's a lot easier for me to show you. And it kind of stopped recording. I'm recording again. I recorded the first part, yeah. So thanks for reminding me, Kieran. I don't know when my iPad decided to unrecord, but that's okay. Thanks for the reminder. Anybody else before we leave? It's the 9th. Okay, so you're talking about the virtual schedule, right? Okay, guys. So for your virtual schedule, there's two places you can find it. When you click on yes on the calendar, somebody needs to mute their iPad. I'm not sure who it is because I'm hearing spoons. Okay. So when you find the email and you go to the calendar and you click on yes, it's gonna basically put that calendar event in your calendar Monday through Friday, and that's where you can find a link to the virtual schedule. Okay, so it's gonna be in your calendar. The second place is gonna be in Google Classroom. Okay, so Google Class 2023. And it's going to be, the schedule is going to be in these two places. So that's the redundancy I was talking about before. Okay? All right, everybody. So I think that what we can do now is I'm going to let you go. We covered quite a bit. If you have questions on actual math, which we actually didn't get to, please join me for office hours. I'm always there for you. All right? And I believe that's it for now. All right? So I'll see you all later. I hope you have a great week. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions via email. And I'll see you soon.